We are in business for the sign of Taurus. Welcome to Daily Divinity. This is your bonus July 2024 reading. If you are a Taurus sun, Taurus moon, Taurus ascendant, or rising, please feel at home, feel welcome, feel ready to hear what more you need to know. What more you need to know for July 2024. Taurus. Yes, an earth sign ruled by Venus. Fixed. You're a fixed sign, so you're pretty set in your ways, very sensual. You know, your earthness, I think. Wow. Wow, okay. Wowee. Wow. A lot of creativity here, a lot of nurturing. In your present moment, there is the King of Imps, the Knight of Imps, and the Empress. Yeah, there's something that you are I don't want to say manifesting. Manifesting implies a different energy. Maybe there's something that you're very eager to change. And at the same time, the way that you're changing it, authoritative, I would say, determined, and you're doing it smart. You're working smart in the sense that you're nurturing that change. You're nurturing it. You're taking care of it, and perhaps the taking care literally means taking care of yourself. The Empress, she is a mother. You know, she knows how to give birth and raise a living being. She knows how to do that, Taurus, and I think so do you. You're, reliable, you're patient, you're probably a good homemaker, or at least, yeah, I would say you're probably a good homemaker, even if you're maybe a little bit messy, which, you might not be. You might be the cleanest, tidiest, and most comfortable house on the block. Really the comfort thing is very Empress and very Taurus. So the Empress is also pretty sensual of a card. She's not necessarily about sex, but she is about sensuality to a certain extent, and I'll say affection even more so. So it can be platonic affection, it can be familial affection, it can be a non-romantic kind of touching and loving and being with, sharing in that connection, right? So let's see what's in store, what more you need to know for your future, Taurus, in this bonus July 2024 reading. Oh, baba. Thank you, Taurus, for the Judgment card. The Judgment card is hella interesting to me because everybody and their mother has been getting the Judgment card this July bonus. And from all sorts of different decks. I've got the Modern Witch Tarot deck, I've got the Fairy Tarot deck, and I've got this one that I've been using for the bonus readings, and pretty sure the Judgment came up at least for half of the signs, maybe more, which that's pretty wild. Pretty wild. So what does this mean for your future? What does this mean? Yeah, I think whatever you are taking care of in your present, whatever change you're nurturing in your present, in your future, you're going to be taking stock of that and kind of evaluating how did it go. So definitely keep in mind the long term here in this moment of change, Taurus. Let's look at your past, Taurus. What more do you need to know from your recent past? of Cups. Well, in this case, Nine of Ghosts. Nine of Ghosts. Huh. What were you proud of? And why is it that then there's this very clear, like, change? I think whatever you were not just proud of, maybe even flaunting to a certain extent, or at least showing off, right? Sitting in front of, looking directly toward the person's looking at you, and folding your arms. This figure in the Nine of Ghosts and the Nine of Cups in the Rider-Waite is folding their arms. So there's this real, like, steadfast, not stoic really, but yeah, guarding and guarded, which really makes me interested as to what is the change then. Are you changing something to double down on what you were guarding and protecting? The relationships, perhaps, that you were guarding and protecting, the connections of some kind? Are you creating change and nurturing change to double down on that, or to veer away from it? I wonder. And how? Yeah, this is interesting. Let's further clarify your past. Okay. The Chariot. The Chariot. Yeah, I think it's a doubling down situation. I mean, this is a general reading for Taurus. Take what resonates. Please, if it does resonate, like this video, subscribe to this channel, comment, here's what resonated. The Chariot is interesting because, I think it clarifies that whatever you were holding on to and whatever you were showing off and guarding, you're driving forward with it. And so I do think this change is to double down on the guardianship. The nurturing is to double down on the guardianship. The kind of determined, practical king energy is to double down. And perhaps the King of Wands is an actual person in your life that is helping you, guiding you, giving you advice, and it's influencing you. It's doubling down on the doubling down. There's just a lot of doubling down here, so I think you're reinvesting in this Nine of Cups. You're definitely reinvesting, I think. And in the soon to be future, you'll be taking account for what you invested in and how did that work out. And that the near future will be a period of rebirth. You'll evaluate this chapter to close it and to start a new chapter. So let's look at your future, Taurus, a little bit more. Oh my, that's too much, I think. That's too much. What's here? Wow, that's wild. Yeah, I say that's wild because it just came up for Capricorn. Four of Pentacles just came up for Capricorn. In this case, it's the Four of Pumpkins. Interesting. So yeah, I think, honestly, I think whatever this is in your past and your present is gonna work out. It's gonna work out, and you're gonna want to double down on the doubling down of the doubling down. Once you get to this place of judgment, once you get to this place of renewal and closing one door to open another, I have a feeling it's going to be a bigger version of the same door, or a extrapolated version of the same door. It's going to be there's going to be a reflection, a mirroring of this in some sense, in some aspect. I'm really curious about this, the Judgment and the Four of Pentacles. Taurus, let's further clarify, please. Further clarify. Okay. Oh, okay. That's interesting. King of Pentacles reversed. King of Pentacles reversed. Okay. Huh. Well, I think you might take it too far. Which makes sense. If you're doubling down on doubling down on doubling down. So, be warned, if you're listening to this, Taurus, that you may go too far. You know, Venus is kind of like that. Your planet, your ruling planet is Venus. And for as much as Venus is about love and sensuality and value, here's what I have, here's what is beautiful, Venus can also be a little bit of a lounging, almost lazy, you know, taking comfort to an extremity. So I think this reversed King of Pentacles, I think that he's telling you to slow down and let go a little bit once you get to your future, right? So I'm not saying don't move forward with this, but once you hit that judgment period, really carefully reevaluate. Like, have in mind the judgment now. Have in mind that long-term thinking, how am I going to see myself in 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years? How do I want to look back on this, on my deathbed, essentially? Who is the person I want to be? And once you get to that period, you'll know when it is, when you're really in that reflection, looking back mode. Go back to your notes. Take some notes now, right? Who do I want to be? And then when you're ready, look back and say, okay, in the last X amount of weeks, months, did I match up to that? Because I think this reversed King of Pentacles is a warning. Is a warning. To not go into the extreme, to not be so double down on the double down on the double down that you are obsessed. You know, and I think also that he's coming up, unlike the devil, for example, he's coming up for a reason, right? So if you were to turn him around, you would be able to have a more balanced kind of pride, in a more calm version of the Four of Pentacles, a less intensive version of the Four of Pentacles. I think you can turn the King of Pentacles around if you're careful and calm and patient and reflective. You can turn the King of Pentacles around. When you get to that period of reflection and looking back, really utilize it. Really utilize it, Taurus. And I know you can. And I know you can. Let's further clarify your future, because I'm just super interested in this. And I think there's a message there, you know. What else can this refer? I want to clarify specifically that reversed King of Pentacles. Thank you. Thank you, Taurus. Taurus, yes. Okay. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. Wow. That's fast. That is fast energy. Yeah, I think if that's clarifying the King of Pentacles, this is definitely a message to slow down. It's a message that you could go way too fast with not helpful energy. Either too jealous, too proud, too something. Extreme somethings. Too stubborn. Too something. Unrelenting. And I think perhaps with the Knight of Swords, it might even feel good. It might even feel good to be that unrelenting, because Taurus, you are an Earth. You are ruled by Venus. You know, I think you might be loving it, but it might not be. It might not be the best thing. And I think you'll know that it's not the best thing if you really utilize this judgment. Go inward. Slow down, even if it's just for a day, 2 days. Really come to a halt. Say very little, do very little. Just slow down and go inward. Go inward. Interesting. Another Empress. Yeah, go inward. And that is how you're going to be taking care of yourself. Thank you, Taurus, for showing me the Empress, because I think this is, in large part, a solution to how to slow down, is to take care, right? And so now, currently, you have that energy. So come back to that. The Moon. The Moon. Another card that the Capricorn people also got in the bonus reading, the Moon. I don't know if you can see it, it's all the way down here, but you got the Moon here. Yeah. And it's kind of it's in a position where it's clarifying the Empress. I think perhaps in the way that you take care of yourself, and in the way that you are nurturing this change, this creative, very like Mars, Aries, like strong, aggressive change, you're doing it with the attention and care of being at peace with the idea of not knowing. You're trusting. You're very trusting right now. You're in a very trusting kind of a space, which is, it's lovely. It's lovely. And I think it's useful. Because you're taking care of yourself, and by taking care of yourself, you're taking care of business, and that's a great thing. You're standing on your shit. And you will come back to that. The Empress energy. Yeah. Let's finish with some Vimala Rogers. I'm really curious about your past. Let's clarify a little bit with your past, and then let's finish with a letter oracle card. Taurus, what more do you need to know for your past? Okay. All right. 7 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. 7 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. More Cups. It's kind of exchange of connection. Very friendly card. Can also be about a duality of personalities. Here's me, here's you. Here's what I do, here's what you do. And then here's what we do together, using those two energies. The 7 of Pentacles very much feels like doubling down on let me use other language, very much feels like it is underlining the Chariot, right? Because the Chariot is the number 7 in the major arcana. And the 7 is about, I would say, planting the seeds, you know, really. And in this Seven of Pentacles, it's a little bit after that moment. She planted the seeds, and now she's just seeing them sprout. And she's just standing there, kind of looking at, like, here's what, very also Nine of Cups-ish, right? Just kind of, the nine is, it's sitting, not standing, but, you know, very much like appreciating what has been done so far, and and wondering, like, imagining where it's going to go. Yeah, a lot of possibility here, Taurus. I think there is some risk involved with the Knight of Swords and the King of Pentacles reversed together, but I also think you're going to balance it out. The Judgment and the Empress are coming out for a reason. I think you will feel that. You will feel that heat and that air and that, like, vroom, I gotta go. You will feel that impetus, but you will also be able to listen to yourself and take care of yourself and take care of your mission. I'm very proud of you for that, because that requires a balance that is kind of hard. It's kind of difficult. Let's finish with a letter from Vimala Rogers. I'm going to close my eyes because these cards are kind of big and I don't like looking at what I'm feeling. The letter M. At ease in all situations, divine grace. Yeah, we're putting this next to the Empress because it deserves to be next to the Empress. And I also think it makes sense with just the general future, right? Because this card, together with this card, taking care of things and being content with whatever, right? It's almost a little Ace of Swords energy, almost a little Ace of Swords energy, because there's a contentment, there's a, I accept whatever this is. So it says, I give up the need, Ace of Swords, to control. I give up the need to control. Divine grace fuels my life. Yeah. Very opposite the Chariot, I think. You know, and it makes sense with the Judgment. Things are going to come full circle and change. Things are going to come full circle and change. Being content, being at peace, specifically accepting whatever it is, will really help you to slow down this energy and maximize the reevaluation and renewal energy of the Judgment card. I mean, talk about long-term thinking, to just accept, to be at peace. Divine grace. What is divine grace? It is trust at its maximum, Taurus. And I think that you'll, with your planet being Venus and your sign being Earth, I think you'll see the beauty in what you have and trust in it. And just use that trust to take care of yourself. That's beautiful. All right, Taurus, that's all for today. That's all for your bonus. July 2024. Thank you for watching Daily Divinity. Please subscribe to this channel if you have not done so already. If you have, thank you for subscribing. It is so wonderful to have you on board and in this, you know, in this tribe that is slowly cultivating. Very cool, very, very cool. Taurus, it's been wonderful. It's been wonderful. I wish you the best on your mission to take care. I wish you the best on your long-term thinking and speeding up and slowing down and finding the right place. I wish you the best with accepting what is. I just wish you the best. Stay divine, Taurus.